Okay, so I'm about ready to go out with my hood here now. I'm using Meguiar's Ultimate Compound. You can use, there's 3M as well, another great product. I choose Meguiar's. I've always used Meguiar's wax for years, so I've kind of just kept with them. Not only that, this stuff is roughly $10 per bottle, and I do believe that 3M products are a little more expensive, but Meguiar's wax is by far the most expensive when you go with them, but the compound is actually very affordable. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this applicator, just an ordinary wax applicator. I'm going to go ahead and take some of the compound. This bottle's almost empty. Just like that. I'm going to go over the hood just like you would wax a car. Now for this demonstration, I'm not going to do the entire hood. Normally I would right now, but I'm just going to do this one little patch just to show you guys the difference, the before and after. What I like to do is I like to keep a little bit on my wax applicator for a second coat, and just set it off to the side there, because once I buff this, I'm going to want to hit it again. Okay. So, what I have going on here, this is just a squeezy bottle that I picked up at my local Dollarama for $1.15. So what I'm going to do with this is that once I am buffing, halfway through it I'm going to use this bottle and put a little bit of moisture on there, because let's face it, there is good friction and bad friction. Good friction is when two brake pads are mating against a disc or brake shoes if you're dealing with a drum, which in return slow down a vehicle. Am I right? Then there's bad friction when you and a friend are arguing about who's going to pay the bar tab or the restaurant bill, or who's going to pay this month's rent. We've all been there now, haven't we? And usually that creates a lot of bad tension, and yeah, we won't go there. There's good friction, there's bad friction. This is considered bad friction because through doing this before, I've noticed personally that if you just go at it with your buffer, what could potentially happen if you go at it for too long, or if you stay in one particular spot for too long, is that you could potentially cause swirl marks or a scratch. You could end up having a big scratch along here. That's happened to me once before, actually. I couldn't buff it out either, like it had to be repainted a certain section. So anyway, that's why you keep this on hand. So I'm going to go ahead and take my buffer, brand new bonnet, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So now, my bonnet might be different from yours. My polisher is old school, definitely retro 1970s. It's actually made by Black & Decker. And yours might not have, yours might be a hook and loop setup. Mine actually has a nut right here. There's actually a threaded rod that goes through here, and I had to bolt mine down. So if yours is like mine, don't go flat like this, because you can end up having this end up digging into your fresh paint job. So always go at an angle. Don't matter if you do or not, because most bonnets do have this, or they have a washer inside the middle there. So just go at it from an angle like this, or like this, or from the top like that. Don't go flat. That's one thing, just don't ever do that, especially if you got that in the center. So I'm going to go ahead. Now, if you don't have what you want, if it still looks dull or cloudy, all you have to do is hit it again. It may take 2 or 3 tries to get it the way you want it, which is, in my opinion, a very good quality shine. It might take 2 or 3 tries, so if it still looks kind of cloudy and it's not really the way you want it, just hit it again. Microfiber cloth. This one's getting dirty. And there you go. Just keep doing that until you get what you want. Might take 2 or 3 tries, so just keep that in mind.